Remaja 19 tahun ini adalah seorang gadis populer dan anggota pemandu sorak di sekolahnya. Namun, sebuah malam di awal tahun mengubah seluruh masa depannya ketika dia nekat melahirkan bayinya sendirian di dalam toilet rumah sakit. Tak lama setelah peristiwa itu, polisi datang ke rumahnya dan langsung meringkusnya dengan tuduhan kriminal yang sangat serius. Kenapa sebuah proses persalinan bisa berujung pada penangkapan polisi? Ini adalah kasus Alexi Trevizo. Semua berawal pada tanggal 27 Januari 2023 di New Mexico, Amerika Serikat. Alexi pergi ke UGD Artesia General Hospital bareng ibunya, Rosa Rodriguez, karena dia mengeluh sakit pinggang bawah. Nah, pas dokter melakukan pemeriksaan dan mengecek darahnya, dokter mendeteksi adanya hormon kehamilan yang menunjukkan kalau Alexi ini sebenarnya lagi hamil dan bahkan sudah dalam proses bersalin. Tapi, Alexi tetap membantah fakta itu dan berkesiras ke dokter kalau dia nggak hamil. Selang beberapa menit kemudian, sebelum dokter sempat memberikan tindakan lebih lanjut, Alexi terlihat di rekaman CCTV rumah sakit tiba-tiba lari meninggalkan kasur perawatan dan pergi ke kamar mandi untuk mengunci diri di sana. Di dalam kamar mandi inilah, Alexi melahirkan bayinya sendirian tanpa bantuan siapapun. Karena dia berada di dalam terlalu lama, sekitar 16 menit, perawat yang curiga sempat mengetuk pintu dan menyuruhnya untuk keluar. Tapi Alexi tetap bertahan di dalam. Sampai pada akhirnya Alexi keluar dari kamar mandi dengan ekspresi tenang. Sesaat setelah dia keluar, petugas kebersihan masuk untuk merapikan kamar mandi tersebut dan melihat banyak bercak darah di mana-mana. Petugas itu juga curiga karena kantung plastik sampah di dalam tempat sampah terasa sangat berat saat hendak diganti. Begitu diperiksa, dia menemukan jasad bayi di dalam kantung plastik hitam tersebut. Melihat kejadian mengerikan ini, pihak rumah sakit langsung menghubungi polisi malam itu juga untuk melaporkan penemuan tersebut.
We did a pregnancy test on her, showed positive. She was denying that she had sex. Then she said she had to go to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom. She was in there for quite a while. We kept knocking on the door. Finally, we got her to open the door, and there was blood everywhere. She was cleaning it up. Okay. So we took her back to the room, and I was afraid that she knew she was pregnant. She had done something to herself. So the doctor started doing a vaginal exam on her. We had the lady come to clean the bathroom. She put the baby in the trash can, and then she put another clean liner over the top of it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So when they looked in there, there was no trash in there, but it was underneath this clean bag. The baby's dead. Okay. She killed the kid.
Yeah. How old was the baby?
I don't know. It's full term. She just had it. She had it in the bathroom. Was what happened. And then whatever she did, I don't know. She's gonna lie. She wouldn't tell us she's pregnant.
Mendengar semua laporan itu, polisi langsung menuju ke ruang perawatan Alexi. Di dalam ruangan tersebut, ibu Alexi sama sekali tidak tahu tentang apa yang baru saja terjadi. Nah, lu bisa lihat sendiri gimana reaksinya setelah diberitahu langsung oleh dokter mengenai penemuan bayi di dalam tong sampah toilet.
We discovered a dead baby in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. It came out of me and I didn't know what to do.
Lexi, I told you about this. I just asked you, baby, to tell me the truth.
It was not crying or nothing.
What did you do to it?
Okay, stop right here. Stop. Number one priority, guys. Number one priority is she just had a baby. I don't know if she's delivered the placenta. She's bleeding significantly.
Like, how big is the baby?
It's full term.
What? 9 months? Nothing was crying.
Lexi, have you watched the news of the girls that what they do to their babies and what they go to jail?
Nothing was crying.
I'm sorry about this, but in terms of delivering a baby and it looked like you tried to hide it, we do have to have the police involved.
And nothing was crying. It came out with nothing.
I know. But the baby's gonna have to be taken for autopsy and there'll be an investigator and everything.
Setelah ketegangan di ruang rawat, ibu Alexi kemudian diminta keluar dan menunggu di ruang tunggu rumah sakit. Sementara pacar Alexi, Devin Fierro, duduk bersebelahan dengan ibunya sendiri yang juga ikut menemani. Suasana di ruang tunggu ini benar-benar canggung dan tegang banget. Karena mereka semua lagi menunggu kejelasan dari pihak polisian yang sedang memeriksa Alexi di dalam. Di momen inilah, polisi mulai menginterogasi Devin untuk mencari tahu sejauh mana dia tahu tentang kehamilan pacarnya itu.
When did it start?
Like the pain?
Yes.
Yesterday she said it was really bad, that her hips were hurting and her back. And then last night we're on the phone together and she said her hips were hurting bad. I asked her if anything else was hurting. And she said just everything. And she went to sleep.
But she's a cheerleader too, so she's big in cheers. They have cheer competition. She works out. I mean,
And she's been active this whole
Yeah,
time?
she's been active this whole time. You know, I didn't know. I honestly didn't know she was pregnant. I didn't know. I just thought, like she said, I had back pain more. My hips are hurting me. I think I need to go to the chiropractor. I said, okay, let's go tomorrow. But she was like in really a lot of pain and, you know.
Lu dengar sendiri kan, sang ibu mengaku nggak tahu kalau Alexi sedang hamil. Tapi bagaimana bisa? Perut si Alexi kelihatan banget kalau dia lagi hamil besar. Anehnya, lingkungan sekitar termasuk sekolah dan keluarganya bisa-bisanya nggak ada yang menyadari hal itu. Atau mungkin mereka sengaja tutup mata. Karena saat itu polisi masih kekurangan bukti kuat dan harus menunggu hasil otopsi resmi dari tim medis, malam itu juga Alexi akhirnya diizinkan pulang ke rumahnya. Tapi investigasi nggak berhenti sampai di sini. Dalam waktu singkat, polisi langsung tancap gas memanggil dan memeriksa para saksi kunci dari pihak rumah sakit. Mulai dari dokter yang memeriksa darahnya, perawat yang sempat mengetuk pintu toilet, sampai petugas kebersihan yang pertama kali menemukan jasad bayi di dalam tong sampah, semua dimintai keterangan resmi untuk menyusun kronologi kejadian malam itu. Polisi nggak bisa langsung main tangkap gitu aja. Karena untuk menjerat Alexi, mereka butuh bukti medis yang mutlak. Makanya, Alexi sempat bebas berkeliaran selama kurang lebih 3 bulan setelah malam kejadian itu.
So what did you do after that? So when she went to do the bowel movement, where were you at?
Initially, I was at the nurse's station, and then at some point I went and kind of checked on her, knocked on the door, seen if she needed anything. She denied. She said she didn't need anything.
Did you hear anything?
I didn't hear anything.
Flush, toilet flush?
Yes, after a while I started hearing. So I probably checked on her 2 to 3 times, I'm not exactly sure. And then I just kept hearing paper towel dispenser and flushing and like the water running. And I knocked again, did she need anything? Denied anything. And then eventually it got to a point where I said, you need to come out. And I asked the clerk to get the key to unlock the door, because obviously she locked the door to go to the restroom. And whenever we finally had the key to unlock it, she opened it and just kind of walked out.
A few more flushes had gone by, and then that's when Chris was like, I don't know, because I told him, what if she's having a miscarriage in there and, you know, flushing stuff down the toilet. So he knocked on the door and he's like, you gotta unlock this door. And then she wouldn't reply, and he's like, if you don't reply, he goes, and then that's when she heard him call for me. And he was like, Laura, you got the spare key to this bathroom? And I was like, yeah, because we keep like a ring of keys by the desk where I sit. So I went and I got the key, and just as we were getting ready to open the door, she opened it, and all I saw was like blood everywhere, like on the walls, on the toilet. It just looked like horror film.
They had said, the mom was upset because she had had sex and hadn't told her. So they were going back and forth on that, and then she was just denying it, which was a little out of the...
I'm just going to tell you this. I've never, ever seen a reaction like that girl. I don't even know what to say about it. There was zero emotion.
Nah, titik terang kasus ini baru muncul di awal bulan Mei 2023 pas hasil otopsi resmi akhirnya keluar. Hasilnya benar-benar bikin merinding cuy. Tim medis menyatakan kalau bayi laki-laki itu sebenarnya lahir dalam keadaan hidup, sempat bernafas dan meninggal karena lemas kehabisan oksigen akibat dibungkus plastik sampah. Nah, sebelum penangkapan resmi terjadi, ada satu momen di bulan Mei 2023 itu yang benar-benar bikin publik Amerika Serikat ngeram cuy. Cuma selang beberapa minggu setelah melahirkan dan membuang bayinya, Alexi dengan santainya malah pergi ke acara prom night kelulusan sekolah bareng pacarnya. Netizen jelas langsung ngamuk dan mengecam aksi ini, karena mereka ngerasa Alexi sama sekali nggak punya rasa bersalah atau empati sedikit pun, dan malah asik pesta pora di saat kasus kematian bayinya lagi diselidiki. Gak lama setelah foto-foto pesta itu viral, tepat pada tanggal 10 Mei 2023, polisi langsung gerak cepat mendatangi rumah Alexi dan resmi menangkapnya. Akhirnya kasus pun berlanjut ke meja hijau, namun persidangan ini masih terus berlanjut dan menggantung sampai sekarang di tahun 2026. Alasan utamanya karena pengacara Alexi terus bermanuver hukum dengan mengajukan berbagai banding, salah satunya mati-matian menolak agar rekaman video bodycam polisi dan rekam medis di rumah sakit tidak dijadikan barang bukti di pengadilan dengan alasan hak privasi pasien. Gara-gara perdebatan hukum yang alot ini, jadwal sidang utamanya terus-menerus ditunda oleh hakim. Alhasil, sampai saat ini, Alexi masih berstatus jaminan bersyarat, tapi dia nggak dibiarkan bebas gitu aja, melainkan di bawah pengawasan yang super ketat. Dia dikenakan tahanan rumah, wajib pakai gelang GPS pelacak di kakinya, dan dilarang keras bepergian bebas sambil menunggu ketukan palu terakhir yang terancam hukuman seumur hidup.